right, Dean. Now, Nebraska received the opening kickoff. Clinton Childs knelt down, but did he kneel down outside or in the end zone? That they'll start on the 20.
Came out of the end zone. Therefore, it will be put in play on the 20-yard line.
Where did the ball go? If his body came out, as long as the ball stayed in the end zone, boy, that's close. It looked like the ball and his left foot were clearly across that line.
27-3 as a starter. Backside of the eye. They hand it off to the freshman, Amon Green, who gets about 2 yards. And look at the chilly starting lineups. The backs and the receivers, Amon Green getting that carry, Todd.
When you talk to the coaches at Nebraska about Amon Green, they say he's a very good player now, but is going to be a great player.
Backside of the eye on 2nd down and 8. Here's Green again over the right side. Gang tackled at the 24-yard line. Let's take a look at the offensive line now for Nebraska. Dishman, Taylor, Graham, Ott, and Anderson up front.
Aaron Graham is the returning starter from that offensive line that was so good a year ago, one of the team captains.
3rd down and 6 for Nebraska. 2 tight ends set, 2 wideouts to the top of your screen.
Watch for the option here.
That's what they do. Frazier on the pitch to Green. Green appears to be about a yard short of the 1st down. Standing on his own 30-yard line for Kansas State. They come after it and almost get there. Running, calling for the fair catch on the run at the 42-yard line. Transfer from Texas A&M and redshirted and before sitting out and watching Chad May for most of last season. The backside of the offset eye on 1st down and 10. On the option to the short side of the field, this is Mike Lawrence, and he's tackled at the 43-yard line. Lawrence, number 20, getting the start. Lockett, the man to watch, a dangerous wide receiver.
Kevin Lockett, the leader on the team with 7 touchdown passes.
2nd down and 8.
They're going to really have to communicate well, use some hand signals, because this stadium is going to get louder and louder as they see K-State trying to audible at the line.
Miller under pressure, brought down at the 40-yard line. A sack from Grant Winstrom. Single back set. Quarterback draw. It's a play they like to use, but this time it doesn't work. There's a flag down, though, at the 40-yard line.
Dead ball. Delay a game on the offense. 5 yards. Repeat 3rd down.
Going to be under heavy pressure from that black shirt defensive front today.
Kendall Jaycox, the left guard. He's probably the most athletic of the guys up there.
3rd down and long. 3rd down and 17. The Wildcats opening drive of the ball game. Miller has time, and his receiver, Tyson Schweiger, falls down at the 47-yard line. James Garcia tracked that. And this is Coleman. Trying to bust it outside. Coleman still on his feet. Coleman is going to take it to the house. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. There's a flag on the play. May have been unsportsmanlike conduct.
Unsportsmanlike conduct will be administered on the kickoff.
And Nebraska striking early. They lead 7-0. We'll be right back. This is Nebraska's first punt return for a touchdown since October 8, 1988. Brown with the kick. This is Jimmy Dean. Jimmy Dean wants to get some. He returns it back to the 49 of the Cornhuskers.
Great field position again for K-State. Now, this has been something Nebraska has really pinned their opponents back for most of the season.
Miller finds his back in the flat. That's Lawrence, who front, Tomich, the Peter brothers, and Grant Winstrom. And a talented set of linebackers as well.
Terrell Farley getting the start for Nebraska today.
2nd down and 6. The handoff up the middle. Lots of real estate ahead. And still on his feet is Mike Lawrence running authoritatively. And a look at the DBs for Nebraska. Tyrone Williams out of Palmetto, Florida. One of the key corners for them back there. Two tight ends and a single back set. That's Lockett in motion to the top of your screen. Miller on the rollout, and it's dropped by Lockett, and he paid the price. Second down and 10. All at the 29-yard line. Hickson and Kelly in the backfield. Miller keeps it himself. Gained about 1 yard down to the 28-yard line. Nebraska coming with a blitz, and it's complete for the first down to Kevin Lockett. That is why, folks. It sure was. Miller, Lockett now checking out of the game. Schweiger in motion. The toss to the wide side of the field. Lawrence stopped up. It is second down and 12. Lawrence and Kelly, they go to the option. Lawrence brought down at the 18-yard line. There he is again.
Right now, he's kind of taking control of things up front.
Three receiver set into the end zone. Open touchdown, Kansas State Wildcats. Kevin Lockett with an 18-yard strike. Some of their skills. Martin Gramatica in for the extra point, and he misses it. So the Wildcats fail to tie with the extra point.
Time to get it deep, and Lockett can make the plays. One other note, guys, Lockett was not recruited or offered scholarships by Oklahoma or Oklahoma State. He's from Tulsa. He was a skinny 135-pounder coming out of high school.
That's what happens when you chain their bed in the weight room. All right, Nebraska with its H formation. Two tights and two wideouts. They hand it off up the middle.
They don't pressure Nebraska as much as some teams because of the threat of the option. They can take themselves right out of a play if they get too careless.
Frazier throwing it complete. First down at the 37-yard line. Yeah, you wonder if they're suffering from a Jayhawk hangover at this point. 6:05 remaining in the first quarter. Tommy Frazier on 1st and 10. Incomplete, intended for Reggie Ball. Look at the front seven. Gaskin's a special type of athlete.
It really is. I mean, he's a very aggressive linebacker. He was a 7'5" high jumper for the track team. I mean, he's got great explosiveness.
Makovica, the fullback, Green, the I-back. Makovica takes it out to the 40-yard line. Frazier now audibling at the line. They option to the wide side. Frazier stays on his feet. Tommy Frazier got the first down on effort.
He came up and made a good tackle, but he didn't wrap him up. Frazier was able to take it for the first down.
15 yards from the end of the run. It'll be 1st and 10.
All right, Amon Green, the lone back. Two tights and two wides for the Cornhuskers. They drop back off of the line. Frazier going up top. And it's incomplete, intended for Reggie Ball. But tall on talent. 2nd and 10. Frazier stuck at the 28-yard line. Out of the shotgun, Frazier. They set up the screen, and Amon Green has got some room. He got a key block and got the first down. Brendan Holbein.
When you run the ball as much as Nebraska does and they don't throw it that often, wide receivers have to block.
Run the option again. Reggie Ball split wide to the bottom of your screen. They option it to Green, who got a good block. And another good block by Ball. Amon Green with a first down at the 16-yard line of Kansas State. Back to the action, and that's the fullback, Jeff Makovica, plowing his way down to the 8-yard line.
25 of those drives have only lasted 5 plays or less, so this is a real long drive for the Nebraska offense.
This is Clinton Childs. Childs stopped up nicely. Good pursuit.
Power I formation. Still have to be alert for the option out of this set.
Vedral in motion. Tommy Frazier trying to make something out of nothing. Frazier lowers his hat and makes it down to the 4-yard line. He got the first down, where the Wildcat defense has been on the field for this long either this year. 1st and goal. CC, Clinton Childs, lowering his hat. Yeah, strength and a body by Jake. We witnessed that at practice. Full house set. Childs. Fumble. Nebraska recovers for a touchdown. John Bedrell says, thank you very much. Look what I found. So the Cornhuskers come back and add to the score of Kansas State. Another look.
A great defensive play by Kansas State as they go with the power ISO. They're going to make a nice stick. You can see the ball was never clearly handled. The ball's bouncing into the end zone, and Kansas State had a good shot at it. And then John Bedrell found the football and made the touchdown.
Brown with the extra point. And the Nebraska Cornhuskers take a 14-6 lead. The drive using up 7:21 on the clock, which is the longest scoring drive of the season for Nebraska.
For all the time, the kicking game, one touchdown that Nebraska has on the board, not from their offense, but from their punt return team.
And Chris Brown sends this one 8 yards deep in the end zone.
Now works for the World League of American Football, and he's grown up around the game. He's got great game instincts.
And he throws it up top. His receiver may have broken off the patterns. Miller audibling at the line. Three-step drop and takes it himself on the quarterback draw. Gained about 2.5 yards up. Schweiger is in the slot.
False start on the offense. 5 yards. Repeat third down.
Third down and 12. Mike Lawrence, the single back. A little waggle action. Miller got creamed, and the pass is incomplete. Nobody even near it either. Garcia's first punt was 44 yards one way, but came back the other way for a touchdown. And here's Pullman again at the 38-yard line. This time he falls down with 13:40 to play in the first half. Tommy Frazier is 2 of 4 passing for 31 yards, and he hands it off to Amon Green. Amon Green, Bedrell in motion. Little counter play. Here's Amon Green. Green met hard at the 48-yard line.
It's an explosive offense, and it all revolves around number 15.
And they're averaging about 6 today. Amon Green stopped up again right near the line of scrimmage. Turned into a great player. Third down and 7.
Alert for the direct snap to the tailback here.
It comes to Frazier, and he's going to take off. Tommy Frazier can get it done on his own.
He's actually more of a threat as a runner.
4 rushes today, Todd, for 23 yards for Tommy Frazier. On the option. Oh, and had he been able to keep his balance, he may have gone on for the score. Frazier tying his shoe. Backside of the eye. Schuster and Green. Schuster, the fullback.
Little confusion right now by K-State's defense. They're a little out of position.
Nebraska lining up with 2 tights. Bedrell in the slot. Frazier on the option. Pitches to Green, and that time they played it nicely. Backside of the eye. Frazier passing. Is it a touchdown? Yes, it is. What a catch. Tommy Frazier put it right on the money. It's Gilman Carpenter, and that time Jackson. And Brown adds the extra point, and it's 21-6, Nebraska. Another look, Tommy Frazier weaving his magic and delivering a strike. Jackson with a little bit of action. We'll be right back.
They ask the quarterback to do an awful lot. He has to check something on every single running play.
Jimmy Dean for Kansas State, 1 yard deep. Tripped over the 7-yard line. And it's 1st and 10 from the 9. This is Eric Hickson with his first carry of the day. And he runs it out over the left side. 4 receivers in for the Wildcats. Miller passing. Complete and hit immediately. A big challenge, maybe the biggest challenge of the year so far for Nebraska's secondary on the option. On 3rd and short, it's stuffed. And Mike Pullman, who's already returned one for a touchdown, standing on his 39. He did not call for the fair catch.
It can be kind of a judgment call because 2 yards to one guy may not look like 2 yards to the other. I'll tell you what, I think it's a bad call. I think he had room to...
Damon Benning now seeing his first action of the afternoon. Play fake. Benning. First down, Nebraska at the 27-yard line.
Running the option, he is in complete control of this Husker offense.
Frazier.
You see him audibling and checking. That's what he does every play. They get him into good running plays.
And Amon Green is going to get positive yardage, and he's carried the defender for about 5 yards.
We saw it right there.
The give is to the fullback, Jeff Makovica. Amon Green, the lone back in the ace formation. It's 2nd down and 4. That's 2nd down and 5. It's Green. Tommy Frazier's made big plays for the Huskers on 3rd down so far. And here he is again. The shuffle pass. Amon Green with the 1st down and then some. Touchdown, Amon Green. You want to talk about strength? That's what I'm talking about. Amon Green showed it.
Eyes and hope to bring him down on the ground.
Nebraska, very, very efficient in 3rd down situations. They've converted the last 5 in a row. Is a little more symbolic of Nebraska drives this year. Chris Brown with the kick. That's Hickson at the 8, and there's a flag at the 30.
Nebraska has so many speed players on defense. They can't be starters. They can at least go down and be great on kickoff teams, and I think that's what Nebraska has going for them this year.
Fumble right into the arms of Nebraska. Touchdown. Oh, baby, you talk about room service. That's it. Sign the check. Luther Harden had the ball come right into his arms on the shuffle pass.
But take a look at this play. Matt Miller is showing shuffle pass right away, and it's read perfectly. Chad Kelsey, the 3rd-team defensive end, is in the ball game. He read the play, deflected the ball right into the hands of Luther Harden.
Because the ball bounced off of Kelsey right into Harden's arms. Couldn't have landed in a better spot for him. And as a result, things starting to slip away just a touch here from Kansas State. It's 35-6 with 5:09 remaining in the first half of play, Dean Blevins.
What's he and doesn't read his key. That's impressive.
Brown busts this one right through the end zone.
Kansas waiting to play later on tonight against Oklahoma.
4 wideouts. Matt Miller going up top, and it's batted away nicely by Tyrone Williams. 5:02 remaining now, 2nd and 10.
See, Nebraska's baiting Matt Miller right now. They're showing blitz, and then they're dropping into zone.
3rd down and 4 to go. Miller incomplete. Standing on his own 35. And they fake it, and they get the 1st down. The pass complete to Dedrick Kelly, the fullback. Nebraska. They fake the handoff. Miller complete to the near sideline on the out pattern to Tyson Schweiger, who Nebraska storming back with 28 unanswered points. Flags down, could be offside Nebraska. Lockett could not hang on. He'd gotten a step.
Offside on Nebraska, 5 yards, repeat 1st down.
Hickson and Lawrence split behind Miller. Out of the backfield, intended for Mike Lawrence, and it's low. 3:23 to play in the 1st half. The handoff to Hickson with room. K-State's deepest penetration since early in the 1st quarter. The blitz coming, and missing Miller. Incomplete. In spite of all the noise from the sellout crowd. Oh! Miller almost decapitated that time by Jared Tomic. Playing extremely well right now. They come with the blitz. Farley. They dump it off, though, Kansas State, to the back. Hickson. Good downfield blocking, and Hickson is down to the 17-yard line. He has another Wildcat 1st down. Miller, wits or not, looking to pass. Nobody home. Drive kept alive by a fake punt completion. Miller, complete and brought down immediately. Audibling once again in spite of the noise. Out of the shotgun, Miller. Complete to Mitch running at the 17-yard line. Late. Strange, especially after a timeout. And there was movement.
False start on the offense. 5 yards, repeat 4th down.
Can't go on sound. They have to go on sight.
They've got to get down to the 7-yard line. Miller won't even be close. Sacked again by Tomic.
Those guys, defensive linemen, those guys were crazy too. When we were out on the practice field Thursday, it was windy and cold.
Right now, the Big Red, red hot. After the first half, they lead 35-6. Lots of celebrating going on Fraternity Row and around campus. With a 27-game home winning streak on the line today, Chris Brown puts his second one out of the end zone. All right, the deficit not 17 this time around, more like 29. Miller, incomplete, almost picked off.
As Coach Schneider indicated, they didn't play very well in that first half.
Hickson on the handoff.
The longest drive, they weren't able to convert into any points. The last drive right before the half, couple 3-and-outs.
4 wideouts on 3rd and long. Miller cuts it back up, picks up a block, and is brought down at the 29-yard line. He's about a yard shy of the first down. 4th down, 1 to go, and 5 wideouts, and Miller keeps it himself. Pass in the flat, almost picked up, but Schweiger caught it. Schweiger run out of bounds at the 39-yard line.
He's been battling a little pulled abdomen muscle. I think he aggravated again trying to run down the sideline on that play.
Backside pressure, and Miller is brought down hard by Farley. That's why he's in the game. This time he has a little time and steps up. Oh! Taking another hit. Michael Booker booked him. He is taking some shots. 3rd and 16. Schweiger in motion. Miller picked off by Booker. Michael Booker, who made the last hit on the quarterback, Miller, picks that one off. Makovica and Amon Green out of the eye for Tommy Frazier. Nebraska's first possession of the second half. Green trying to get to the corner, and he does. Green is on the loose. Amon Green brought down at the 8-yard line. There's a flag down, though.
To take bad angles in pursuing him.
On Nebraska, we have face mask on Kansas State, offsetting, replay the down.
A man with 10.5 speed. It's run 12 times today for 72 yards. Frazier with time, man open, incomplete, but there's a flag down at the 10-yard line, and it's against Kansas State.
Whenever you win that many games in a row, when you score that much, you're doing something right.
The give is to Amon Green, who had that nice run called back just moments ago. That's what Tom Osborne wants to hear. Thanks, Dean. Green to the short side of the field, this time strung out. And Mariel Smith.
They're just so explosive. They can explode on you at any time. That's why you can stop them, and then all of a sudden, they put 21 points on the board.
Play fake by Frazier, and he throws behind his receiver.
I think this team may be even more explosive than that 83 team was.
And on pace, maybe, to destroy a lot of those offensive records by that 83 team. Frazier, incomplete for Vedral. Eric Hickson, the lone back. 2 tights and 2 wides. That's Lockett in motion. And Miller, now where have we seen this before? Sacked by Jason Peter.
By both Christian and Jason Peter.
Kansas State, 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Repeat first down.
Cornhuskers leading 35-6. Matt Miller having a tough day at quarterback. The blitz coming, and they get to him again. The 5th sack of the afternoon.
I mean, this plays right into their strength. Get you in long yardage situations and then really come after the quarterback.
Second down in Omaha to go. And another loss of yards.
With that better offensive line play, no chance.
They hand it off on 3rd and 38 to Eric Hickson. Coleman with a 3 punt returners for Nebraska. A low returnable punt. This is going to be Fullman. Comes right up the middle. 1st and 10 at midfield for the Big Red. And give it to the fullback, Jeff McAvica.
He had not gone with the program to that point, but they were getting him yesterday.
There's no Lion team. Nice bullet pass by Tommy Frazier. Complete to his tight end, Mark Gilman. 1st down and 10. 5:15 remaining in the 3rd period. Amon Green running off tackle.
They just wear you down. They find your weakness, and then they take advantage of it.
2nd and 7. That's the weakness. Wide open. John Federal touchdown. They found a weakness all right. 32 yards into the end zone. Chris Brown with the extra point. It's good. 4:31 to play in the 3rd period. Federal with a touchdown. We'll be right back. Look at some of the mannequins being built along Fraternity Road during homecoming week. Kickoff into the end zone is being brought out by Mike Lawrence. Lawrence has a bit of an alley. Lawrence brought down at the 49-yard line, so a nice return. 4 wide receivers on the option now. That's Hickson. Brought down at the 44-yard line. That touchdown pass was the 3rd of the day for Frazier. Equals his career best since a freshman, and Miller is brought down by Farley. The 7th sack for the Black Shirts. All right, John, back here, 3:26 to play in the 3rd quarter. Almost picked off by number 46, Doug Coleman, already successfully once today.
That ball, delay of game, Kansas State, 5 yards.
James Garcia punting from his 32, shanks it, and he gets a fortuitous bounce, and it's down at the 22-yard line. Tommy Frazier still in at quarterback with Nebraska leading 42-6. The pitch to Amon Green. Good defense that time by Chuck Marlowe. This Kansas State minus 4 yards rushing. Little waggle. Complete to the tight end, Jackson. Jackson, 3rd down and 2, 2:16 to play in the 3rd quarter. Green has the 1st down. And you see how many yards he gets after the initial hit. Nebraska came in here 24-point favorites, and right now they are leading big time. They've led from the beginning. Frazier on the play action, going for Washington. Boy, there was a lot of bumping and jostling down there, but as a result, it's 2nd down and 10.
You see Tommy Frazier calling checks to his wide receivers. They check off in their running game as much as any team in the country.
Amon Green trying to get a block from Brendan Holbein. 3rd down and 6. Tim Colston came down the line to make a shoestring tackle there. Push gets off a high hanging punt. That comes down to running at the 28-yard line. Kansas State did. Pass by Miller incomplete to running. 5 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter. 2nd down and 10. Kavanaugh doesn't waste any time throwing. Complete to running at the 32-yard line. We'll return with more action between Kansas State and Nebraska after this message and a word from our ABC station. Nebraska coming in number 2. K-State number 8.
This is a 3rd and 1 for backup quarterback Brian Kavanaugh.
Backs out of the eye. They run the option to the wide side. Hickson with room has the first down and then some. And he's hit late out of bounds.
Yeah, illegal block in the back. On a first
down and 10. They come on the blitz, the black shirts do. Kavanaugh throws a nice pass complete to Mitch running. Last year, Kavanaugh play fake, eludes the rush, and throws a nice pass complete at the 24-yard line to Mitch running. I kind of like this quarterback so far. He's 3 of 3 for 31 yards. Out of the shotgun. Make that 4 for 4. A first down at the 8-yard line. Running, lining up now. Slot left. He gets it off in time. Complete touchdown, Kansas State. Give it to Mitch running. He deserved it. He got them down there, and you got to go back to him to pay it off. A 7-yard strike.
And everyone wears red. They do two things. They talk about football, and they dress up in red.
Kavanaugh into the end zone. Incomplete, and it's broken up. With 13:07 to play. Dramatica with the kickoff. It's Clinton Childs. Self-proclaimed outcast is roughed up out of bounds at the 20. A cold rag for my partner over here. Damon Benning with his first carry of the afternoon out to the 21-yard line. 2nd down and 10. Benning again. Nice tackle that time.
Wow.
At the 18-yard line. 3rd down and 12. Frazier still in at quarterback. The play fake. Throws a pass complete to Riley Washington. And Jesse Cush almost had it blocked. K-State coming after that time. Fair catch called for at the 36-yard line. You know what? Him and Mitch running really have that connection thing happening right now. Number 2 ranked Nebraska Cornhuskers have dominated today since the opening kick. The handoff to Lawrence. Nowhere to go. The Tomic brothers, pardon me, the Peter brothers.
It just can't be underestimated. He's done a terrific job with this Wildcat program.
Amen to that. A blitz off the corner. Kavanaugh lucky to get rid of it in time. 18. They fake it for the 2nd time today. And what a hit. The pass complete, but what a hit. Downfield, incomplete, intended for Jimmy Dean. It was
a lot of subs in there now for Nebraska, but Kavanaugh looks good throwing the football. He's got a lot of life in his arm.
They come on the blitz. Picked up and caught by Mitch running. Since coming in for Matt Miller. Out of the shotgun. Is it complete? Yes, it is. For a first down at the 10-yard line. 8.5 to play. Kavanaugh completes it back to the line of scrimmage. We talked about Kavanaugh's impressive numbers since coming in. There they are. 2nd down into the end zone. Incomplete for Lockett. And the fans bring the noise. Kavanaugh, touchdown. Lockett. A 10-yard strike and a touchdown for the Wildcats to their all-time touchdown receiver.
Yeah, he's been impressive. I mean, Kavanaugh has thrown the ball well and has been very impressive.
Baseball
Dead
game.
ball, false start, illegal snap on a Kansas State. Repeat the untimed down.
A lot of ups and downs for baseball, but in the final analysis, the 2 best teams are going at it.
Dramatica with the extra point. And it's 42-19. We'll be right back.
But they're going to have to play a great game against Nebraska. This Nebraska is as good as any team in the country right now.
And Hessler has come in for Colorado at quarterback and done an outstanding job. These guys face so much pressure, and sometimes it's unfair.
Well, there's a lot of scrutiny.
Hey, Matt Turman in a quarterback for the Cornhuskers. On the option, Damon Benning out to the 24-yard line, got back to the line of scrimmage. They work well together, though. Roommates living together in an off-campus apartment. Determined to pass. For Riley Washington, incomplete. Bill LaFleur into punt. They come after it and get it. This could be a freebie. A caravan takes it into the end zone. Clyde Johnson gets the touchdown for the Wildcats. They come out in a trips right formation. Kavanaugh, incomplete, intended for running.
Our tall guy, 6'4", 6'5".
John Vedrill, a member of the Good Hands team for the Cornhuskers, records and highlights. Tommy Frazier back in the game as predicted by my quarterbacking colleagues. And Amon Green runs for about 8 yards. True. Amon Green behind Makovica. They give this to Makovica. 2 tough yards inside, and he's really airing it out. Amon Green over the 30 down to the 28-yard line. Right. It is 2nd down and 6 to go. Tommy Frazier back in at quarterback. 2 tight to 2 wide. They run it to Amon Green, who's tackled at the 26-yard line.
There again, you see Tommy Frazier late in the ball game. They're still checking off in their running game, trying to find the best place to run the football.
And Turner Gill, the quarterbacking coach here at Nebraska, is really singing the praises of Frazier and his ability to make plays. And here's another one, but it's incomplete. Brendan Holbon, 3rd and 9.
7.
To Amon Green. Green breaks the tackle. What about balance?
He's hurt, though.
Green holding his left leg.
I think he took a helmet right down around his left ankle that time, but he was still able to keep his balance. You can see he wants to get off the field. But
Point for the Cornhuskers after that touchdown run by Amon Green.
The point is good.
The January Chevrolet MVPs of the game are Mitch Running. Kansas State running with 9 receptions for 73 yards today and a touchdown. And Tommy Frazier of Nebraska in Lincoln. This is Jimmy Dean, 4 yards deep. 3:43 to play. They come on a blitz. Kavanaugh got rocked.
Dead ball, false start on the offense, 5 yards, repeat 2nd down.
Cornhuskers bringing some people. And this one almost picked off. I'll pass that on to some of my DB buddies. Kavanaugh rolling out. And that's an instant replay. Mitch Running.
he's 6'7".
Unbelievably big and strong. A pass complete to Tyson Schweiger that time. Game 1 of the World Series. Cleveland against Atlanta. Kavanaugh. And I hear the cuisine there is very delicious. Downfield intended for Lockett. Movement up front. Don't forget, coming up next game 1 of the World Series. Kavanaugh sacked back at the 41-yard line.
They're 2 big guys. Then they've got Wistrom and Tomich on the outside that are a little bit smaller. And
we have a whistle. I'm not sure they got the playoff in.
Dead ball, delay a game, Kansas State, 5 yards, repeat 4th down.
Clock running with 2:35 to play. Manning letting it bounce, and it rolls down to the 33-yard line. What's up with that when it comes to the Boston College Golden Eagles? Damon Benning running up the middle. You know, Boston College... This is Clinton Childs running down to the 39-yard line. Backs out of the eye this time with 1:15 to play. Turman back in the game. Schuster to fullback. This is James Sims. They have a procession of talented I-backs. They're expecting word on Lawrence Phillips' situation at any time now. This is Benning. Run out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Well, this one is almost over his head. Pass incomplete.
Hard to argue that they've got the best offensive team in baseball.
I'm a National League guy, and I'm going to go with the pitching of Atlanta. This pass incomplete at the 12-yard line.
Ever since they scored a couple touchdowns now, they've started to put him down on the ground as well.
This one almost picked off by Michael Booker. Cavanaugh brought down, and that pretty much epitomizes the way this day has gone. From the beginning, it's cooked, glazed, and this one is ready to be sliced. The World Series Game 1 is next. Our final score, 49-25. For Todd and Dean, I'm Mark Jones, and it's all good. We'll see you.